Hello, and let's get real with real estate. I hope everyone's doing well today and everything's going great in your world. So let's get real with real estate. Today we're going to look at this house in Wilson, North Carolina. It is 149.9. It's 1118 Nash Street, North Wilson, North Carolina. Two bedrooms, one bathroom, 1,785 square feet. Unfortunately, this is the only photograph we have. It's a beautiful house, though, isn't it? Look, it has those eyebrow windows. Let's see if they'll let us look at this photograph. Okay. How beautiful is that? You have a sidewalk going down the front. You have a front porch there that might need some work. Look at that beautiful front door with those window lights. Isn't that gorgeous? And look at that beautiful window upstairs in the attic. I don't know if that's finished out or if it's just an attic, but it's beautiful. And you have the little eyebrow windows, they call them. And then look over here at this beautiful window. Wouldn't that be gorgeous with a Christmas tree? So it looks like it's had a bit of deferred maintenance as far as the yard is concerned. Um, that's very easy to fix. It seems like there's a walkway that goes, I don't know if there's a driveway over there. We'll see if there's a street view. Beautiful pillars on and columns on the front porch. There's one, two, three. There's six of those. They look like they're in good shape. Oh, it's just a beautiful house. So let's see what we got here. It's built in 1923. It's been on the market for 13 days. It's nestled in the highly desirable and established neighborhood in Wilson, North Carolina. It has historical character and incredible potential. With a vision, the home's potential could come to life. From the moment you arrive, you will be captivated by its timeless curb appeal and stately presence. Inside, the home offers a spacious and versatile layout ready to be customized in your dream residence or a standout investment property. The cozy home currently offers two bedrooms and one bathroom downstairs with an unfinished upstairs. There's the potential to renovate it to create an additional bedroom and even the possibility of another bathroom. So that's good news. The attic is useful. Probably has stairs going up to it. The home is priced knowing that it requires some interior and exterior TLC, which makes it a great fit for the DIY homeowner. So, you can put however much money you want to in it, but perhaps you could probably live there while you're doing it. It sounds like, I'm not sure. We don't have photographs, so shame on you for not putting photographs. Um, let's see. It's close to the new baseball stadium, and I believe it's called Barton University that's there, and they've just got a $2 million baseball stadium built right around this area. It's a beautiful area there around the college. A lot of historical homes. Excellent school district. Wells Elementary, Forest Hills Middle, and Fike High. Of course, we know it's built in 1923, so that's got good construction. Whether you're looking to restore a piece of Wilson's history or seeking an ideal location to call home, 1118 Nash Street North offers an unmatched canvas ready for your unique vision. Okay, so if you're interested in this property, you will telephone James Baker. There's the phone number for James Baker at United Real Estate Tri-County. And there's the MLS listing number. It originated from the Rocky Mount MLS, but it is in Wilson. Let's look at a street view. It's generally that area is really pretty and has a lot of historic homes. Oh, I think that's just gorgeous. Let's go over here a little bit and see if we can peer down the side. Okay. The house next door is charming. Isn't that charming with the little corner fence there? I love that. So yeah, we have a lot of windows on this side. That's a small window. Could be a bathroom or a kitchen. And that attic probably has a good height too, because you have the eyebrow windows there. I bet that window's beautiful from inside that attic. I would have to do something up there in the attic, wouldn't you guys? Some kind of nook, music, reading, something. And there's windows probably on both ends. That big tree is a little disturbing. I think I'd want to get rid of that. There's something wrapped around it. I'm not quite sure what that is. Oh, and how beautiful. There's a church right down the street. That would be really pretty at Christmas, wouldn't it? I know I'm obsessed with Christmas. So let's go down on this side. Because this was before it got a little overgrown. So this is an older photograph. So we have a church down here. And we do have a driveway, as you can see here. It looks like a gravel driveway, but it's brick or cobblestone or something from the street. That's cool. And there's the backyard. It's hard to really tell what's back there. But look at those beautiful windows. They go all the way around. That's probably like a little sunroom type place. You can have beautiful plants in there all year. And then Christmas. Oh, look, it must be Christmas when they took the pictures. They have Christmas wreaths up. No wonder I'm obsessed with Christmas. It seems to be everywhere on this street. What a beautiful street. This area of Wilson is absolutely beautiful. I mean, there's some really gorgeous homes over here. Look, they're all decorated up for Christmas. What a beautiful home across the street. The sidewalks are all kept up nicely. Look at that beautiful house. Oh, there's a big one. So yeah, that's our street view. And I guess it's in town. You know, there's a college right near here. Let's look at the map. I looked at a house over here once on Vance Street not too long ago. It was a beautiful historical house as well, but it got snatched up really quick. It was like 129 and it went really quickly. This is a really beautiful area right here in Wilson. A lot of historic homes there. And like I said, there is a college. It's called Barton College. There's College Circle. And it's all around in here. Let's have a satellite view. Here's all the college stuff. I'm not seeing that new. It's near that new stadium too. That new baseball stadium. That's. I think it was about $2 million. That stadium. So they got, and you're always going to have a vibrant area because you have the kids from college and all that. So that's perfect over here. And you're over here, and this is a historical district. And here's all the college. The house I looked at on, I think it was Vance Street. It was beautiful too. It was very similar to this one. So that's where we are there. Now let's go check our, we know it has 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, vented exhaust fan, electric oven, refrigerator, electric range, dryer hookup, washer hookup, has a separate laundry room. That's good. Gas pack, forced air, natural gas heating. So it has natural gas, which is great because that means you can get a natural gas stove, natural gas hot water, natural gas clothes dryer. Um, and if the power goes out, you can still do all those things and have hot water. Central air cooling, that's good. Mudroom, blinds, shades, eating kitchen, gas log. That must be gas log fireplace. Flooring is wood that has storm windows. No basement, which I think is great. So it probably has a crawl space. Partially floored, permanent stairs in the attic. So it's partially floored. And it does have permanent stairs, which is great because you can walk right up and store your stuff. Or when you decide to build that gorgeous bedroom looking out that lovely window, it's easy to get upstairs. I think I'd probably put houndstooth print carpet on the stairs. I don't know why I like that, but I do. Has a fireplace with gas log, 1,785 square feet. We saw the parking. It is gravel. There it is right there. It has a view of some beautiful houses across the street. Now that is true. It's quite a deal. Single family, built in 1923. Shake siding, wood frame, brick and mortar foundation. You want to check that and have all your inspections done with plumbing, roofing, floors, electric, shingle composition, public sewer, public water. Sewer connected, water connected. That's always a good sign. That probably means there's no issues with leaks or plumbing. So it might just need some updating, but it sounds like it's probably usable. So you could definitely live in this house and renovate if that's what you wanted to do, I would imagine. There's no HOA and the taxes are 1434 a year. Now that that could change. It will go up, it will go down. We'll see if they have any information. It's been on the market, like I said, 14 days. If you renovate, your taxes go up. You all know that. They actually estimate it will sell for less than that, and so do I, and probably a lot less, unfortunately, but it's a beautiful house. There's no listing other than this one listed for sale at 149.9 on June 27th. And that's about the time I found it as well. So the taxes in 2022 were 911 up until 2023, and then 2024 they jumped to $1,434. They went up 57.4%, which seems like a lot. So I don't know what happened to make the taxes jump up that much in 2024, but they did. Now, as you see here, they've gone up before, but they also went back down. So that, and they may have homestead for someone 55 or older, so you just have to check into those things. Did they give us a bike score? It's in a minimal risk flood area. And Wallace Simpson Park is there in Wilson too, the Whirligig Park. That's quite fascinating to sit and watch. Excuse me. You have a 38 out of 100, so it's car dependent and somewhat bikeable. 45 out of 100. I think you could probably bike pretty well there. You're right by the college. I mean, it would be a great ride. So we have Wells Elementary, which is a 6 out of 10. Forest Hills Middle, 7 out of 10. Fike High, 4 out of 10. That could be a bit better for your high school. Let's work on that. We've got a college there. Okay. So that'll be the house in Wilson, North Carolina. And the next house I have for you today is going to be in Elizabeth City, North Carolina, which is back up near the Outer Banks again. Wilson is a little more inward, a little bit closer to the Raleigh area, but not Raleigh. Don't think that for a moment. A lot of people have moved into the area, I think, from Raleigh. It's got a nice little scene going on. So here we are at 139.9 at 806 2nd Street, Elizabeth City, North Carolina. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,192 square feet. Now, it's a two-story house. There's a lot of these two-story homes in this area of North Carolina, especially Elizabeth City. There's some in New Bern. Um, they look larger than they are. Like this is under 1,200 square feet. So it's not a huge house, even though it's two-story. It does have a beautiful front porch. We'll get into that. It was built in 1900. Okay, step into the charm of a bygone era with this well-maintained 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom home, offering timeless character and an affordable price point, featuring the craftsmanship and vintage appeal that make older homes so desirable. This property blends classic style with everyday comfort. Okay. It's been on the market for 17 days. Recent updates provide added convenience. Located convenient in-town location, access to shopping, dining, and medical facilities, the waterfront downtown attractions and nearby university. An attached workshop offers additional space for hobbies, storage, or projects. Whether you're a first-time buyer or investor, this house might be for you. So if you check it out, let us know, take some pictures, tell us what you think. It's been on the market 17 days, like I said. Call your listing agent. Lisa Brown is the listing agent at Inner Banks Real Estate Group Incorporated. Here's the MLS number here. It originated from the MLS and Albemarle Area Association of Realtors, I would imagine that is. Let's take a look at the street view. Okay, here's the house. Now, I think this house has had some work done on it since this period. I'm not sure. But you see, there's a lot of these homes. They're all the same sort of type homes. And there's a lot of them now. I don't know if this had anything to do with the factories or mill workers back in the day either, but they are from the 1900s. That's an interesting house across the street. That is one long ranch house, isn't it? Got a fence around it. They must have a dog. So we have sidewalks. Looks like a nice clean neighborhood. Your neighbors like to swing out front. You have a driveway on the side here. Okay, let's go back to the map and see where we are in Elizabeth City. Oh, we are very close to the waterfront. So you're definitely going to need insurance for flooding there. I will tell you that. Because that's the Pasquanatock River, I think is how you say that. It's an Indian name. Elizabeth City. So that might even be the I'm not sure if that's their historical. No, here's the historical district over here. So you're not that far from it, and you're right on that riverfront. And though it looks like quite a hike, it's really not that far. So let's see. As you see, you're going to need flood insurance because look where you are. You're really just a hop, skip, and a jump right out here to the Outer Banks. I don't see any road that will get you there except 158. So I guess that's where you'd have to go up and then down. But you'd be there pretty quick, right out there at Kitty Hawk, Duck, Kill Devil Hills. What a great place to live, right? But you do have to deal with all this water, and that's the Albemarle Sound, and it flows up into here, flows up all up in through here, and you will need flood insurance. Let's go back to the listing, and did we see? Let's see here. It rented for $800 in 2019. 2020 it went to 750. They dropped the rent, and then they stopped renting it in 2021. 2026 it was listed for sale for 139, obviously higher than what they paid for it. They paid 24,000 for it, but it does say they did a lot of work, so hopefully that was electric and plumbing and roof and stuff like that. So where are we here? We have a 62 out of 100, so it's somewhat walkable and it's definitely bikeable, and it would be a beautiful bike ride or a walk by the river. They do have a beautiful little waterfront. We have an elementary school that takes 3 out of 10. Elizabeth City Middle School, 7 out of 10. That's pretty good, but it could be better. The high school gets 3 out of 10. You need to work on that, guys. You want people to move to your town. They might have children. Okay. Now let's see what kind of photographs they've given us to look at. Now, obviously, this photograph has had some touch up done to it. This is what the house, I believe, looks like, but you know, they've sort of dolled it up with the Photoshop work with the lights in all the windows. Why don't those houses have it, you know? So you can think whatever you want about that. So, like, here's what I was saying. Here's that river, and the sound is back there. So it curls up in there. There's water everywhere. You're very close to the coast. It would be an incredible place to live. The Outer Banks are just absolutely breathtaking. Um, that's why I have this house on my list, my personal list. And here's the house right here. As you can see, you can walk right down to the waterfront. And then if you walk down the street and turn to the right, you'll go downtown towards the historical district. Here's our picture inside. We have a staircase going up now. Unfortunately, they have painted all the walls. It looks very clean. Blinds on the windows. Staircase looks like it's in good shape. Lighting looks good. There's a fan back there. Unfortunately, sad to my taste is someone painted the floor. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Now here they've done lighting in the ceiling here, recessed lighting. That was an interesting way to do that. And it does kind of give us an interesting design. I'd have an electrician check all this out. We have a nice fan there. We have window, little mini blinds, baseboard heating. You see, they painted these floors. I would totally want to get in there with a sander and just take all that off and make it natural. Maybe stain it like gray white or something because you're right near the coast. Make it a little more coastal looking. Now we do have a window unit here, and it did say it had central air, so maybe this room just gets a little hotter. Here is another room off the kitchen with ceiling fan also. Now there's an air conditioner in that window. And you can see they painted these floors. That's sad, but that's what you're dealing with. I mean, it's not nothing you couldn't live with if you wanted to change it, you know. So here's another room. Here's a bathroom. Looks very clean and neat and looks like it's been renovated. Here's a beautiful kitchen if you like these knotty pine cabinets. This is obviously a laminate floor, I would think, because there's a piece coming apart right here, so you can tell. You could keep this floor until you decide what you want to do with it. Two windows in the kitchen. That's great. Oh, three windows. Look, that is fabulous. Get a lot of light in the kitchen, a new ceiling fan. If you don't like these cabinets, just get some new doors. Maybe a new countertop. There's a stove, which looks like it's in good shape. We have a door that goes out of the kitchen. I don't know if that's to the laundry room or a porch or what this door is here. Looks like we have an above ground pool in the backyard. That could be fun. So that's a very large kitchen. Now, personally, I would reconfigure this kitchen and get some cabinets in there with some more counter space, some more top cabinets. Place the refrigerator and stove in better places. Put in a dishwasher, new flooring. But you don't have to. I mean, that's just if you wanted to redo. So here is, I believe this is the laundry room. But isn't that nice? You have nice light coming in, a French door, two windows there. Okay, now we're going upstairs. Staircase could use some help, I think. Maybe just a fresh coat of different color paint. That's the same color they put on the floor. Now, it looks brown and sometimes it looks gray, so I'm not sure. Now, these are the upstairs bedrooms. They have baseboard heating, two windows, two closets in this room right off the stairs when you come up. They both have carpeting. Here's the bathroom. I would imagine this is upstairs. You have a nice tub with a big giant window so all the neighbors can watch you take a bath. Here's a beautiful sink and vanity, but obviously there's something going on that it's not exactly fitting here. So you'd want to check into that. Not sure what the flooring is. Here's, I guess, two more bedrooms with the knotty pine. Some people love that if you want to change it. It has gray carpeting, baseboard heating, running with the line through the roof. I'd want to redo something about that. We've got some windows in there. I suppose this is the front door because that's the mailbox. I would get a new screen door that goes more in lines with the house architecture and probably paint this door a different color and probably paint the screen a different color. It looks like at some point they may have updated windows. I'm not sure. Now here we are. See, so it actually looks like the original picture, except all that glowing light stuff is not there. So the stairs look like they're in good shape. Got new railings, it looks like. And you just paint your awnings and change the color of the house if you don't like it. Looks like there's a garage back there too. I'm pretty sure the driveway is here on the right of the house. This belongs to that house. So that is some type of covered parking, so that's good. And like a lot of houses in cities, even smaller cities, your driveway is all you have in between your house, and then that's their property line. You know what I mean? So there's no fencing going on there. You're not going to fence anything, I wouldn't imagine. Although they do have something over here in this driveway, so I'm not sure. I guess it would depend on what your town will let you do, but obviously the property line must be here because they have some type of fencing or blockage here with those poles. So here's our backyard. We have some kind of addition here. I don't know that that's really odd looking to me. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, I know what that is. That's that garage that you see down at the end of the driveway. So, is it a garage? I mean, you could park your car in there, but it looks like it's some type of outdoor room space. Now, here's a door here. I'm not sure if that's the door to the house or to the basement or what, because it's an awful low door. And this is attached to what we don't know what quite sure what this is here. And good Lord, what is this? That's insane. I don't know what that is. Okay, here is that space right here that we saw down at the end of the driveway. So if you pull your car up to here or in here, you can come right in this back door here. And they put windows there like this for some reason. Maybe they were going to build it in and do something with it. I guess you could build it in. You could make it into a greenhouse if you didn't want to park your car in there because there's windows already in it. And then there's this building back here. So you let's see what if there was and we don't see much else of the yard. There was a pool back there. Okay. So we're right here, this house here. There's that building we just looked at with the windows. There's the red building. Okay, the swimming pool is in the next door neighbor's yard. Sorry, you'll have to sneak into it. So there it is from the front again. You've got some nice little shrubbery, and you can see the side better here. Now see where their driveway used to be? They just built on some other kind of addition here. Don't know what that is. So you don't really have much of a yard at all. So if you don't want to do yard work, this is perfect size for you. Or if you're retiring and you want this type of home, it would be easy for you to maintain it. It looks like it has a newer roof on it. Um, looks like a metal roof. It said it was composition, but that looks like a metal roof. So there it is from more of a distance. There's some beautiful homes over here. Here's our floor plan. We don't get these a lot, as often as we should. I'll pause and let you look at it for a second. So that's about it for the house here in Elizabeth City and the other house in Wilson. I really do love that house in Wilson, but I have them both on my personal list. So let's go back to that listing. And the other one here in Wilson, which is absolutely beautiful. And so if you go to look at one of these houses or you do inspections or you absolutely buy it and renovate it or live in it the way it is, let us know. Take pictures, post them on the community page. We'd love to see them and hear from you if you do. I think this house is absolutely breathtaking. And I love the other one as well. So I hope you'd enjoy these two houses today, and we'll see you back real soon with some more houses that you can go and grab up and have for your very own. So I'll see you in the next episode of Let's Get Real with Real Estate.